Hey, Soul Family. I didn't tell anybody I was coming, so maybe I'll let a couple people know. Happy International Women's Day. Happy Goddess Energy Day. All right, let's see. That's enough people. Hey, Lori. Hello. Happy International Women's Day. Hi. Okay. So I just posted a cheeky picture of myself. I figured, you know, they're hating. I might as well give them something to look at, right? You know when people are out there trying to find dirt on you, they're trying to smear your name or trying to make you look bad, and it's like, you know what? Keep trying to catch me riding dirty, right? Trying to catch me riding dirty. They're on patrol, trying to find something, trying to find something to pin on me, and I'm like, you know what? Keep on hating. It ain't touching me, because I walk my walk and I talk my talk. So, keep going. All right, we're going to do, I'm going to do today's reading, and then I think I'll do a couple people, give a couple readings if you guys want. I'm just going live because it's easier than trying to, I'm going to turn my radio down, it's a little loud, just a sec. I'm listening to Gwen Stefani, she's kind of like got my attitude right now. You know, it's like, you're not going to get mad at it, but it's like so annoying, really, actually, when you find out. I mean, I've kind of known, Spirit showed me for quite a while, that there's just these haters that are so jealous and don't want something to happen that they'll do anything they can to try and fuck up your life, you know? And it's like, don't you understand what karma is? Don't you understand how it works? Whatever energy you send me, I send back to you 100-fold. So, best be sending love, because I'm not doing anything. You're calling it back on yourself. And if you don't believe in karma, well, one day you'll find out that you should have. You know? It's funny, I have people, I hear them, and I see them in my dreams, and they scoff and they laugh. Oh, karma, she's always talking karma. Whatever, dude. Whatever. Alrighty. So, hey Gina. Okay, so I'm going to do today's reading, as I said. Hey Keisha, beautiful lady, there's another goddess lady. And then I'm going to do a couple readings for everybody. Hey. So, I can give you guys items to choose from, if you want. I heard 3 items. Maybe I should do 4. Hi. 4 items. Okay, let's see. How about this? This is one, the lightning strike. Do you guys know what this is? This is called fulgurite crystal. And when lightning hits the red sand in Sedona, well, anywhere, but this is where I got this one, it melts the sand. This is literally housing lightning. This is my lightning strike. And I had a reading, and it was for me. And I was told to choose my talisman wisely, because that talisman was going to send out the energy that I was. And I thought, well, it couldn't have anything better than I was lightning before the thunder. So this is one. And that'll be one item that you can choose from. You can choose from rose quartz. I was just given this. Somebody just gave me this rose quartz bracelet. And it's got a couple little seashells and a dragonfly telling you to hold on to your dreams. So that's one. We'll do the journey stone, the sacred shaman journey stone. This is actually called garden stone or Lodolite. That's another. This one is forget-me-not. So think of the reasons why you're choosing the items. Forget-me-not, the garden stone or the journey stone. You look inside and you literally astral travel. It's beautiful. It's a meditation stone. The rose quartz, unconditional love, the greatest love stone of all. And the lightning strike. Okay? So those are the items. All right, first message. For those who chose the lightning strike, and I did, because it's me. I think we'll go to, I heard Shapeshifters. The Shapeshifter Oracle. Correct for neutrality on all levels. I'm laughing at my picture. All my pictures are like smiling and, you know, my profile pictures. Because I'm a happy person, right? I like to project loving, positive energy. But I just kind of felt like, you know what? Being that today is International Women's Power, it's about embracing your power. And what I've discovered is the ones that are trying to fuck things up for me, the ones that are trying to find the dirt on me so desperately, are men. They're men. They're men. And I thought, you know what? I'm not going to put out I'm going to let you see what a goddess looks like. Somebody who knows their worth, knows their value. And I don't have to portray what you want me to portray, right? So you take a look at my picture right now. And my energy is exactly that. Okay, what was the fourth one? The fourth one is the Forget-Me-Not. I don't know. Why does this never come in clear? These are real Forget-Me-Nots inside of here, in this little glass. It almost makes me think of Snow White in her glass cage. But these are Forget-Me-Nots. Then there's the Lodolite, or the Lolo-Lite, or the Shaman Stone, the Journey Stone. This is another version. This is another version of the Shaman Stone, which is this ring right here. And this is as well. This is what it looks like on the side that's not polished. It's almost like iron. See the back side? And then they polish it. And you have these incredible visuals. So this is what this one is. Lodolite, Forget-Me-Not, the Rose Quartz, Love Stone Bracelet, and my Lightning Strike. This is a Mambo Lightning Strike that I got. Wah. By that one I couldn't be wearing around my neck. So those are our items. Okay. Yeah, the bracelet, this is really cool. I was getting my nails done. Look, you guys, I got my nails done. Isn't it cute? It's been so long since I've given myself a treat. And Spirit said, stop being so cheap with yourself. I am so cheap with myself. I'll spend money on other people, no problem. But me, I don't ever. And so I'm sitting there getting my nails done, and I see this little cluster, like at the top of this pole, sitting there. And I said, oh, that's beautiful. I said, that's rose quartz. I like that. And she goes, oh, you like that? And it was this Chinese girl or Thai girl, and she goes, she didn't like it clearly. And she goes, somebody left it there, and I put it there, but they never came back. She goes, it's been a year. Do you want it? And I said, yeah. So I brought it home, and it had these little tiny, they're kind of like hermit crabs, right, on the sides. And one of them was missing. And I normally don't like mixing gold and silver. I always wear silver, right, or white gold. But look what I'm wearing right now, right? In nature, you mix the colors and it looks good. So I actually broke my own rule. And even though it's like a rose, rose gold, I added my little silver dragonfly to stand out. It sets it off. So yeah, that was one too. Okay. Thanks. Okay, so here we go. For those who chose the lightning strike, this is my talisman. I got this in Sedona and I wrapped it in sterling silver. And I just felt like International Women's Day, embracing our own feminine power and knowing our own self-worth. And that song, I was lightning before the thunder, and I thought, yeah, you know what? Put it on. That's my talisman. That's to remind me. Never lower your standards. Always expect more. Increase your standards. And never lower your sense of integrity and self-respect, ever, for anyone. Okay, correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the lightning strike, our message is, whoa, sorry, my hands are slippery. Okay, Dragonling Garden, hold on a second. I have to turn the radio down. It's just too loud. I always thinking I'm turning it down enough, but it's not. So the Dragonling Garden, this is a nice message because I have been, I put a post out today, I think it was today, and it was literally talking about being guardians and having a stewardship of the planet, of the nation, of the world. And it was the duckling. When I was driving, I went with my landlord to drop off his car, and I looked up in the sky and I saw a baby duckling. Did you guys see it on my page? It's beautiful. You can completely see this baby duckling in the cloud. And duck symbolism, one of the messages was, you are a steward of the animals, of this kingdom, of this world. You are to take care of them. And that's literally what this message is talking about, how important it is for us to take care of this planet. This is our planet. We are in charge of taking care of the animals and raising the vibration of everything. And that starts with us and how we treat our animals. That's the message of Duckling, and that's the basic message of this particular card. But I also see it as other things. Because you see in the center, that's the little dragon that she's holding on to. It's the last of its kind. It's very unique. She needs to protect it. They're in this cave protecting this dragon. This dragon is very sacred. All of the babies around, they're all important. If you look at what the animals represent, the deer represents, you may have been dealing with something very, very difficult and you're coming out of it, you're not quite sure where to put your foot, so you walk gently on your path. You are going into something you're unsure of, you walk gently on your path. Never mistake a gentle, quiet person for a weak person. This is deer totem. This is also about nudging someone, encouraging someone instead of shoving them or pushing them or making them or forcing them, right? And then you see the little bunny, and the bunny talks about fertility, and there's opportunities, and it talks about new beginnings, and it talks about using your psychic antenna. You think of their ears, right? They're very, very sensitive, and they pick up on vibration. And then you see the squirrel, and the squirrel talks about preparing, getting ready for big changes. It also talks about clearing away all the clutter, or maybe the things that you don't need that you've been collecting, like negative thoughts, negative energy, past hurts, wounds, whatever. You're releasing that. But it's also mostly telling you, get ready, because something big is about to happen. And we've been getting this quite a bit. And then you see the cardinal, and the cardinal is about singing your bright, happy song and knowing your sense of self-worth, like a positive sense of self-worth, like what today is about, right, for women. But it's for everyone. It's about knowing your own nobility, not in an arrogant, proud way, but being proud of your accomplishments, being proud of where you are. Like I said, that the messages, I have to, hold on, I got to get into my computer. It always closes on me. It annoys me. If I don't touch it, it goes to sleep. What are those things called? Hashtags, right? Hashtags. The comments that I put on that picture that I put up, I'm laughing at that picture because I don't normally put pictures like that up. But I just felt like, you want to catch me riding dirty? I'll show you riding dirty. And so the hashtag was, okay, they see me rolling, they hating, patrolling, trying to catch me riding dirty. Keep trying, keep hating, it won't touch me. I walk my walk and I talk my talk. International Women's Day, self-respect. Walk your walk, talk your talk. Goddess energy, Empress, you are worthy. Spirituality, connected. I know my worth. I've done the work. Positive vibes only. And that is what the cardinal says. That's the kind, you should be proud. I'm proud of the work. I've worked very, very hard. Consistently for the last, I would say 12 years on my spiritual path, and I am not the same person I was then, and I'm proud of where I am, and we are supposed to be proud of that. I am very, very proud of the way that I live my life, and so that's why you can be patrolling all you want. You're not gonna catch me riding dirty because I don't do that. Homie don't walk that way. So that is about singing out your song, speaking your truths, being noticed in a positive way. And then we see the little frog. Frog is transformation. The frog is also about dropping the baggage, right? Let go of all your crap. These people that are trying to stop what they see is happening, the ones that are trying to mess things up, it's like they're holding on to ancient history and they need to let it go. So it's releasing emotional baggage and allowing yourself to transform and move forward. Also, the rabbit says you're about to take a giant leap forward. So the little dragon, however, she's holding on to this dragon because there are no others like this one. And it talks about the importance of being unique, the importance of being you and loving yourself as you are, and not worrying about anybody, but you're not worrying about the haters, right? So this one has been protecting this one because this one has been, and this might be you protecting an aspect of yourself because people have been hating, people have been on you, people have made fun of you, people have, and Spirit says it's time to come out. You've hidden away long enough. You've been licking your wounds. Maybe you've come out of a difficult situation and you pulled away and you needed to do some healing, and that's great. But Spirit says it's time to come out. It's time to stop being holed up in your little den. The world is not going to get you. It's literally about, you're only going to be hurt if you believe that you're going to be hurt. So you need to hold on and call on your powerful messengers to get things straight in your mind so you can step out and take your place in this world because you have a job to do. Your job is raising the vibration of this planet. And the fact that you are so special and unique is not a mistake. You were made this way. You were not made to hide because you're not like them. You were made to stand out because you are not like them. You are a forerunner. You are a way shower, and you have a job, and much is expected of you. So that's the message. Also, what was the other thing that I put up? While I was out, I went to the beauty supply to get my face cream, and I saw my girl. I'm the Red Hawk, right? I'm the messenger. That's the job that Spirit gave me. They named me the Red Hawk. I am the one who walks with ravens. That's my Indian name, but I am the messenger. Like Archangel Gabriel, she is the Red Hawk. And when I was on the mountain, remember I said, oh, there's my girl, and I called her to me, and I sent my energy out to my tribe. But what came back out of the void was a crow, pretending, right? This was someone that was sniffing around. So today she made sure that I knew it was her. And she came in and she landed on top of the American flag, and the flag was blowing, and it was huge, which to me, I mean, I'm not a patriotic person. Sorry for you that are. I'm Canadian. I'm a landed immigrant, and I actually don't get involved even there. My allegiance is to my father, and I feel that we're all brothers and sisters, so I don't have political affiliation. But when I looked at the Red Hawk coming full in to land on that huge flag, the flag is supposed to represent freedom, right? And looking at things from a higher perspective. And so I put the message of Red Hawk Totem up, and it's really important. You guys need to look at it. So that was the message. Okay, so that was for, I like that. That was for the ones who chose the lightning strike. Hi, Cindy. I got to come in and get you to layer my hair. It's too long. It's not working for me. Canyon Lake Hair Design. Cindy does the most amazing work, the most amazing color. Oh my God. She's as good as my daughter, and my daughter's probably the best I ever knew. So, okay. For those who chose, where do we go to? The Rose Quartz. The Rose Quartz. I think we're getting another one from this deck. That's interesting. Okay. I thought we were going somewhere else. This one's yours? Okay. Hey, Kirsten. Here we go. Butterflies in Gloom. Okay, so remember that little dragon that was hiding out, that had gone through a difficult time, that was represented by the deer? This is the same type of message. This is saying that things have been really shitty. Things have been really, really sad. You've been sad. You might have been sick. You might have gone through something really difficult. And you've gotten to the place where it's been going on. And I felt like this morning. I did. I said, because my friend did a reading for me, and basically the message was, you've got more patience than a saint. And I said, you know what? I'm done waiting. And I'm sick and tired and Spirit says that you're able to wait. And I said, you know what? You need to tell Spirit to step things up. Because I'm done waiting. I've waited long enough. And I was in that space, right? Because this message is like, things have been going on and on and on and on and on and on. And this is a promise, and that's a promise, and it never fucking happens. That's what this message is. And you get to the place where you're so used to it that you just don't see it changing. Now, I was mad this morning because of all this bullshit, but I don't ever get to the place that I don't ever see it changing, but we all get in that place at times, right? We lose sight of the happy things. That's why I needed to see my girl standing on the flagpole looking down at me. You know, that's why I needed the things that Spirit brings things up, because they know when we get to the place where it's just too much to hold on, right? So in this place, you get to the place where you're so consumed with your sadness that some people get stuck here. And they start blaming the world on everything. And even if something looks like it's good that's coming towards them, they look for what's going to go wrong. Oh, sure. That's what they said the last time. Oh, I bet this is going to happen. So it's like, it doesn't even matter if something good comes, because they're going to shit on it, right? Because they're expecting it to be shitty. Because it's been really shitty. And I understand that, because it's been a long time for me. I've been through fucking hell for way too long. You know, it's time for something really fantabulous to happen. And Spirit is saying, life changes hurt. They do hurt. Spirit doesn't allow this to go on to torture us. You can request the reading now, but I need to have a secretary keep track. I don't know. I'm doing, I'll do 9. There's 9 people watching. I'll do 9. If somebody wants to write that down. So right now, what's going on is you don't have to struggle and make it worse. when you're in this place, you don't want to dwell on it. You don't want to talk about it. You don't want to keep talking about it because you're keeping it alive. You're keeping yourself in this shitty spot, and you got to get out. You got to get out of this spot. You got to get to the place where you realize things are going to change. And what's happened is you might have squirreled yourself away. I don't want to go out. I don't want to even deal with people. I don't want to date. I don't want to talk to people. I got fucked over, and it's always happening this way, and I'm not going to do it again. And you've hidden away, just like that first message. But Spirit's saying it's time to come out. It's time to stop. It's time to stop licking your wounds. It's time to stop feeling sorry for yourself. It's time to socialize again, because the promise is that there is happiness and hope coming back for you. After this shitty, rotten time that feels like it's gone on forever, this is a promise that things are going to change. So there's that message. And then we have... Gosh, I'm sticking with this same deck. Yeah, it has, Amy. Song right now. I can't help but say, I hear an exchanging of words. What a beautiful wedding. Too bad the groom's bride is a whore. See, that's what happened to me. Somebody lied. Somebody said things about me that weren't true, and unfortunately the person believed it, and it fucked everything up. And they continue to try and do that. That's why they're patrolling, trying to catch me riding dirty so they can pin something on me. So this song is dedicated to you. All right, correct for neutrality. For those who chose the Lodolite, or the Garden Stone, the Sacred Journey Stone, ha! Confirmation, double confirmation. So we get double confirmation that things are about to shift in a positive way, okay? So we're not going to get that again. We'll throw it back out. And here we go. Right now, what's going on is you need some space in a relationship. There is somebody like that person that I was telling you. There is a controlling, domineering, narcissistic asshole that is pushing their weight around, that is forcing you to do something or making you feel like you can't live your life the way that you want to live it, the way that you feel that you should live it. There is some really rotten, domineering, arrogant behavior going on in somebody's life. They keep you in a place of fear. Look at that guy lording over this one, right? This is somebody leaning on you, pressuring you, overwhelming you. And they're in a place of authority. It could be a father figure. It could be your boss. It could be your work. If this is your work, fuck your work. Drop it and go somewhere else. It's not worth it. They are controlling your life. This is also someone who says, if you love me, you'll do what I want you to do, right? You will worship me. You will sacrifice for me. Because if you don't do what I want you to do, I'm going to withhold my love from you. I'm going to withhold my sex from you. I'm going to withhold everything that you want. And your love, my love, you depend on my love. And you would die without my love. This is like my family saying to me, if you don't come back to the organization, we will cut you out of our lives and you are dead to us. That's what I was told. And I said, I will never, ever, ever be part of organized religion, ever again. I was given a message this morning that the person that I am connected to, the family expects me to convert. And that will be the message. And if I don't convert, I'm out. And you know what I say to that? Fuck you. I'm not converting for anyone. I'm not going to be any religious denomination ever again in my entire life. Ever. Because it's this. It's mind control. And no thank you very much. So this is the message right now. This one says, ask nothing of me. I'm not giving of myself, but you can give to me. You can give and give and give to me. This is somebody that is so codependent. This one is so codependent on this one that they don't think they can survive without this one. And that's what sucks so bad. Because the reality is, this one won't survive without this one. When you finally realize and you take your power back and you realize that if you take your power back and they don't control you, all of a sudden the tables have turned. They've lost control. They've lost the power. They hope that you don't realize that. They hope you don't ever wake up to the place where you realize that you can take your power back and do whatever the hell you want to do. Because in all reality, they don't want to lose you. They desperately need you. You don't need them. But they have mind-fucked you for so long. And you know what it could be? This could be a job. This could be money. This could be that I need this. I need to have, I thrive off of the success. I love the attention. I need the attention, right? This is somebody who doesn't want to get into a relationship because they gotta narrow it down to one instead of having a harem. I am so lacking of self-love. I am so lacking self-love and self-respect that I need a harem to keep me satisfied. It could be this. This could be money. I need it so bad that it's squelching out your life. So right now, Spirit says it's time to discover your own personal power. Good to come on this day. It's time to free yourself from whatever this is, from a family, from a company, from a group of friends, from your own codependent behavior. It's time to free yourself from this. Because this one is starving for everything that you have, and all you are is starving to live and have your own life. So you need to wake up and realize that without this, you are free and there's bliss. It's about waking up. Your secretary, thank you. Thanks, Gina. Okay, that's that message. Then we're going to go to those who chose the Forget-Me-Not. And we're going to go to the Divine Circus Oracle. Good. You're free. I have never been easy. I have been too giving. I have been too forgiving. I have been too lenient. I have been too compassionate, too kind. I have. You can be too much of all those good things, right? I have put myself way last. I'm so glad that you're here, Amy. I'm so glad that you're here. Correct for neutrality on all levels. I just couldn't get over that. I mean, I got messages this morning, like really clear, right? And you were going to be expected to convert. And I thought, are you kidding me? I want them to say that to me. I want somebody to say that to me so that I can give them my answer and what I think of them and their religion. You controlled your family all this time, and you think I'm going to give you that? I'm going to give you my life's blood? You got to be fucking kidding me. Not after everything I went through growing up. Hell no. I walked away from my own son. I have never seen my grandson, ever. He's almost 5. Never seen him. And you think I'm going to walk away from my child that I gave birth to, that I almost died giving birth to, and I'm going to change religions for you? No. You who have kept him away from me and have tried to find dirt on me and have lied and manipulated all these years? Wow. I'd rather be free. Thanks. I do fine on my own. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the Forget-Me-Not. Guest of honor. This is bitchin'. And I chose this one. This is telling you just exactly what I was talking about. You have wanted to belong. You have wanted to be accepted. You loved someone. You wanted to be in that group. You wanted people to include you. You wanted it so bad. And they treated you like shit. They pushed you out. They talked behind your back. They did all kinds of awful things. And then you know what? You just separated and you said, I realize what you're doing and I'm not going to compromise my integrity. So I went out and I lived my life, right? I did my work. This is what you're doing. You went out and you did your own work. You loved yourself. You didn't capitulate. You didn't cave in. You didn't compromise your integrity. You went and did your work. And you lived your life in the best way that you could. And you rose up. And now those ones that so badly, they want you. This place where you used to have to line up or used to have to beg for attention, and now you've realized your self-worth, everybody wants what they can't have, it seems, especially men, right? And now you're like, you know what? I don't need you. Thanks. I'm good. I'm good. I have not needed anyone to support me financially. I haven't needed anyone. I have learned how to live by myself. I've learned to go and enjoy nature alone. I have traveled all over the world by myself. I've gone on hikes, quests alone, not even a girlfriend. I learned how to live by myself and enjoy myself. And I've raised myself up. This is what you're saying. So now you come back. Right now they look at you and now they're watching you. Now they're all coming back. Because why? Because it's Mercury retrograde. And that's what happens. And all of a sudden, you're going to start getting phone calls and text messages and, oh, you know, all of a sudden, they want you. They want you. So now, here you are standing there, and instead of having to line up, you know how you go to clubs and you have to pay extra to get into the VIP section? Or if you were a cute girl, you get taken in there by guys. I always got to go in there with a guy, right, when we would go dancing. But if you go to Vegas, you got to pay extra money to get into the VIP section, unless you happen to run into Dennis Rodman and he takes you in with him, which is what I did. So now you go to this is like going to that special elite club. And now this could be as far as your work goes, right? You've struggled, you've done your work, and they mistreated you, and they disrespected you, and they overlooked you, but you just kept your nose to the grindstone, and you did your thing, and you got good, and you realized, you know what? I don't need you. I don't even need this company. I'm working on my own. I do my own thing, and now they come calling, and now you're going to be invited. So this is interesting to me because it's almost like now this cup is coming. This is the Ace of Cups. This is somebody coming and handing you the gold cup. The gold cup that you wanted so bad. And now you look at this cup. Look at her face. She's like, kind of like where I'm at right now. Like the feeling that I have, and I can't help it. I'm sorry. I can't help it. Maybe it's the Aries in me. I don't know. Or maybe it's just that I heard too many messages today about them trying to catch me riding dirty. But now I'm going to be asked in. Now we're going to be asked. I don't know if I want that cup. I don't know if I want that cup. I had to go through all of this, in order to prove myself? And now you what? Why are you here? Are you here in sincerity? Or are you here to ride on my coattails? Why are you here? Why should I trust you? Why would I want your cup? When I have my own cup. And I filled my own cup with my own self-love, right? And my own work. However, Spirit is saying, okay, stand in your integrity, be strong, speak your truth, absolutely, but listen to them. Hear them out, see what they have to say. Because somebody that's coming to offer you this, because I got to tell you right now, we may have more than one. Well, we are going to have more than one. We could have a few. One of them is actually sincere. One of them has actually grown because of what you have done. They have actually watched you, and they looked in and saw themselves in you as a mirror. And because of you and your work and what you've done and how you have not capitulated, how you have not caved in, how you have not compromised your integrity, it has taught them that they can do that too. And they rose above and they've stood. And it may be new for them, but you were an inspiration for them. And they come correct. They come to you correct, and they're offering you this cup. So just beware. Ask all the questions. Keep your guard up just a little bit, but have your heart open, because you need to make sure that you understand which cup you accept. There's going to be a couple coming. That's me and my family. I separated today. I didn't announce it. I just in my heart. Wow. It's for me. I got messages about my daughter. I haven't talked to my daughter in months. Of course I love my kids. Of course I do. I love them. They're my children. I didn't choose to separate from them. And I'm not going to stay in a place of anger. I love them. But if you're going to give me an ultimatum, your spiritual path or your life, your integrity and what you believe, or us, there is no contest. There is no contest. I will not. And, so somebody's coming to offer you their cup, and their cup is actually very much filled with love. Or it's a very, very sincere offer. And Spirit says, you will now be the guest of honor. And we want you to take that cup, because we want you to sit down at the table that you deserve to sit at. You have worked for it. You have earned it in so many different ways. And Spirit says, we are delivering this cup to you. It may come in the form of a job. It may come in the form of a love, right? Somebody who woke up. But it's actually you and Spirit in unison that have manifested this. I freaking love that. I gotta turn the light on. Hold on, it's getting dark in here. Okay, those are our messages. So now we have, who's my secretary? Gina? Who are we working with? We're gonna be getting good readings today. We're gonna get good readings because I'm gonna use these decks. I like these decks. I'm using the Heal Yourself, the Shapeshifters, the Divine Circus, and the Vampire deck. So, okay, Gina, you're my secretary. I'm going to start with you, Gina, because I don't know who's who, okay? I'm going to start with you, and I want you to tell me, again, who's next. And I'm doing 9. Okay, Gina, you're first, and then I'll do Lori. So Gina gets a message from the Divine Circus Oracle. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality. Now, the messages, I forgot to say it in the beginning. This is in the next week. My intention, and I communicated with Spirit, is this is something that we need to know that's going to happen in the next week, or that we are supposed to know about in the next week, or pay attention to in the next week. Okay? Correct for neutrality. For Gina. And it doesn't just apply for Gina. Remember, you guys are all here, so these messages all apply for us. Pinhead Punchinello. Okay, so Pinhead Punchinello, the message about this one is that there may be a lot of things in front of you that you have to do. You may feel overwhelmed by a lot of activities. You may feel overwhelmed by choices in front of you. Remember the cup that's going to come for you? There may be more than one. I've already got 3 offered, right? I kicked one to the curb already this morning. So it might be that you have ideas. It might be that you have options. It might be that you have offers. There's just a lot going on right now. And there may be things that you want to do, right? A lot of things, but there's a lot of things that are pulling up from your attention. So Spirit is saying you don't need to feel overwhelmed. It's kind of like when we ask the universe for work, right? Like I want private readings. I want to keep my business line going and bringing the money in because I'm moving to Sedona and I need to get, I want a cushion for when I go there. I don't want to go broke, right? So when they all start coming in, it's kind of overwhelming because everything starts happening at one time. So we don't want to say no to the universe. We've asked for it. We want to do as much as we can, but we don't want to overwhelm ourselves. So what we need to do is we need to focus. We need to choose what is the most important thing. Pick one thing. We start with that one thing, and then everything else will have to find its place. We're not going to stay up till midnight. We're not going to overburden ourselves. We're not going to overwhelm ourselves. We're going to focus and choose the most important thing, start with that, and then allow everything else to come afterwards. And Spirit says that right now, whatever confusion, whatever overwhelm, whatever you have been planning that feels like it's just not working out, that's not possible, Spirit says that when you take just this one step towards it, you will bring it to you. You don't have to feel like you've got to do it all. Because some people feel like, I've got to be set financially. I have to have this has to, they're waiting for it to be perfect before they move ahead with something. And Spirit's saying, no, just take your step in the direction and live your life like today is your last day. Don't wait until everything's all lined up and perfect, because it's never going to be lined up and perfect. Just do what you can do one day at a time and then go from there on out. That's your message. Hey, you. I don't like the lighting in here. Hold on. It's weird lighting. Okay, that was your message. Hi, Christina. Christina, where the hell are you? She's in like St. John or something on a Caribbean cruise. That is so cool. We're there too. That water. I want to dive in that water. Oh my God. I was diving in my dream the other night. And then I saw those pictures and I was just like, oh my God, that looks exactly where I was diving. Maybe I was with you. Okay. Lori, right? Okay, so Lori, we're working with the vampire deck with you. I don't know why. We just are. Correct for neutrality. Vampire. Maybe somebody's vampiring your energy like they have been mine. So let's work on that, shall we? Let's remember that we need to readjust our shield, the words that we say. My new words are, any energy that is sent to me by anyone goes back to them 100-fold. That is the safest way for you to protect yourself, because nothing that comes to you sticks to you. It bounces off of you and goes back to them 100-fold. So when you keep stating that out loud, for people who actually have a brain and they understand how energy works and they understand how karma works, they're going to stop sending negative thoughts, negative energy. They're going to stop patrolling, stop hating, because they're not going to want that to come back on them. And the ones who don't understand that it's real, well, they're about to have a life lesson that it is. You're welcome. Okay, Lori, your message. For the next week, what is it that you need to know? The past is a prison. Okay, so this is like holding on to something that's making you sad. Bitterness, a grudge. I don't know if this is you or if this is somebody in your life, but this is what we were talking about. We were talking about in the Butterflies in Gloom, how she's looking at a wedding cake, and the wedding cake has got freaking cobwebs all over it. It's ancient history, right? But she's still standing there in her wedding dress, holding on to that little posy and refusing to let go of something. So bitterness, grudge, refusal to let go. 1 and 7. So you need to elevate your thoughts, number 1, right? 7, you need to make sure that you're on the right path. And right now, somebody is either has been wronged and they're not allowing the sense of forgiveness to come about. They're not allowing the forgiveness or the compassion. Somebody has been hurt. Somebody has... Basically, this message, I get so loud and clear. This is somebody telling you the same negative story over and over. Something that happened in their life that hurt them, and they're telling you over and over and over and over and over and over to the point where you just want to pull your hair out. Please stop telling me that same depressing story. Please, it's ancient history. It's not happening now. You're every time you tell that story, you're bringing it back to life, and you're keeping that sadness and that sickness going. But you're also fucking up my energy because you're dumping that shit on me, and I don't want it. So right now, Spirit says, you have to say to somebody, that's enough. I can't take it. I can't have you dumping this negative energy on me. Stop telling that same sad story. Stop talking about what happened to you. Please stop living that story. You could be in a family where something has happened to a family member, and because they had something horrible go on in a relationship, in a marriage that didn't happen, or a marriage that they wanted, or somebody cheated, because of that, they're destroying your chance at love because they are putting that negative crap in your head and they keep talking about it. And it's like now, there's that song, I found you on your knees and I helped you back up on your feet only to find out that you took advantage of me. But in the lyrics to the song, it's saying you felt, it's basically about their sadness and I took it on. So now this person is taking on the other person's sad, stuck energy. That's how they were taken advantage of. They carried something that never even happened to them. It happened to somebody in their family. It's about the past being your prison. And being a shadow of the past. So if this is somebody in your life that's doing this to you, you have a chance to free yourself and show them how to live free, and show them that I'm not going to do this. I'm sorry. You might be my best friend. You might be my mom. You might be my brother. And I'm sorry that happened to you, but I am done listening to it. It happened to you. It doesn't mean it's going to happen to me. Because that's what they're saying. You don't want to go there. You don't want to go there because that's, you know what's going to happen? This is going to happen. And then they tell you all the negative crap that happened to them. That's their sad story. And maybe there was something that they didn't learn. Something that they were supposed to learn. Maybe they don't realize that they were actually blessed that that person took off. Right? But at this time, Spirit is saying you have to use this situation to remove this negative energy. You need to take the steps to refuse this, to remove this negative energy from you. So somebody in your life or you are doing this. I'm spot on. I know this story too. Amy's next from Vampires. Okay. Well, there you get 2, Amy. Here's one for you from the Vampires too. Correct neutrality on all levels. Past is not my prison. I like that. I like that a lot. I like it a lot. Okay, so for Amy, in the next week, what is something that Amy needs to understand, focus on, or what's coming that maybe she isn't aware of? Well, that was very clear cut. Wow, I like this one, Amy. I like this one, rebellion. This is exactly what you just did. This is refusing to do what everybody wants you to do. This is about living your own path. There's double emphasis on this, by the way. Actually triple, because we've already been... This is what I started the reading with. So there's triple emphasis, Spirit says, on this message. This is about somebody saying, well, this is the way it's done. There's an established order. In our family, this is how we do it. And in this religion, we don't marry anyone who's not a Jew. In our family, we don't approve of blah, blah, blah. This is what you... And if you come into our family, you need to convert to Judaism or whatever the hell it is. That this is just the way it's been done. Right? And if you want to step outside of that, it's your freedom to choose whatever you want, but that's being questioned. And if you question that, you are a rebel in their eyes. You are an upstart, right? But you're tired of following someone else's rules. You're tired of being told what you need to do. You don't want to influence other people and cause, them to start a revolution. You just want to live your own freaking life. You just want to live your own life the way you're meant to do it, the way that's best for you. And you want everyone else to be able to do that too. But when you stand up and you do this, you do start a revolution. You are a rebel, but you're a sacred rebel, and Spirit wants you to do this. And when you do this, you're going to give other people that. Remember what I said? If they can do it, I can do it. Then all of a sudden, somebody else who was feeling stuck, somebody else who had that person leaning on them, that domineering control, right? Whether that's religion or family or business or whatever, they're going to realize if you can do it, I can do it. And then all of a sudden, you have started your own little revolution. And you're being called to follow your soul's path. And your soul's path may not be what your family has chosen for you. Everybody in our family are lawyers. All the men are lawyers. What do you mean you want to be a farmer? You can't do that. There's something expected of you. You're the firstborn son. I expect to have a child. I want a grandchild. I don't want to have kids, Mom. If that woman that you love can't have a baby, you're not going to be with that woman because I want a grandchild. Well, this is telling you you're going to live your own freaking life, follow your own freaking path, be your own freaking self. And when you do this, it's not easy. It isn't. It's going to be lonely for a while, but you're going to meet people like you. It's been lonely. It was lonely for me, but I learned how to do it on my own. And now I'm strong, and now I like it. I like my privacy. For somebody to come into my life, they better add something really good to it. That's why I'm not. These are cups that are coming. It's got to be a really freaking good offer, and it's going to better my life. Because if you're going to come in and disturb my sense of peace, I don't have to ask anybody permission to do anything, right? I don't have to share anything in my house. So if you're going to come in, you're going to make it better, right? And that's where you're at. So you may feel lonely. When my son told me I was dead to him, I wasn't happy with it, clearly. Every once in a while, I'll go through and I'll see a picture of him and it hurts my heart, right? Because I know he actually loves me. He told me, I love you, Mom. We didn't even have a fight. See, that's the difference. If we'd had a fight, it would have been understandable. My son and I didn't even have a fight. He's like, I love you, Mom. And if you come back to the organization, my arms are open to you. But if you don't, you're dead to me. I was just like, you were brainwashed and I'm sorry, but gotta go. So there's your message, Amy. You did exactly what you were supposed to do, and this is your confirmation that you made the right move. Okay, who's next? Yeah. Is it Sen that's next? I'm going to... What deck am I going to? Where's the Oracle of Shadows and Light? I thought I had it out here. Who's left? Sen's next? Okay. How interesting that I don't have the Oracle of Shadows and Light out here. Okay, well, we're going to do the Heal Yourself cards. I think these are the ones that I just, read the pictures. Because the pictures are incredible. And then I'll, I don't know, we'll flip around. You're very welcome. Hugs. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those, oh no, it's not for those. It's for Sen. For Sen. What is the most important message in the next week for Sen? And when I say that, it's a message that's going to help the most amount of people as well. Cindy, me. Okay, correct for neutrality. For Sen. Discover your life's purpose. Okay, there's a theme. There's a theme happening today. Because here you see this guy playing this instrument, right? He's singing. To me, it's like he's singing of his love. And this woman, she's not actually there. She's somewhere else. He's thinking of her. And she's waiting and she's loving. But they're not together. Why? He's singing his heart out. And Spirit is up here saying, we want you to follow your soul's path. Do you see Spirit up there? Can you see Spirit right here? Sing your song, speak your truth, let them know how you feel. It's basically just telling you that you need to honor your path. You need to discover your purpose. What is it? Why am I here? What is it that I love to do? Whether it's, this guy's dressed well. Did he leave the palace? Did he leave the palace and he's gone off on his own? And he's doing something that's completely different than what his family expected of him? All I know is there's a distance between these two people. There's a distance. She's sad. And he's singing his heart out, but he's not there. There's a great distance. Spirit says when the great wave comes, go to the mountain with the tablets. Well, these are tablets. Waterfalls are tablets. And there's the water pouring down. So that's Spirit's guidance. So when you are confused or you don't know the direction that you're meant to go, or you're getting conflicting information, Spirit says go to the mountain. Your mountain is your inner self. It's God. It is your conscience. It's your inner moral code, your integrity. Have I been asked to compromise my integrity? And what I'm doing something that makes me proud of myself? Does it make me happy? Does it make the world happy? Is it something that's benefiting not only me but other people as well? How do I feel about what I'm doing? Is it time that I change the path that I'm on? Song right now, there it is. Baby, I'm the one who put you up there. How does it feel? I found you down on your knees, picked you up on your feet, only to find out that you took advantage of me. And I didn't find out from you, I had to find out from someone else. So this message also could be telling you that someone's singing. Someone's speaking the truth about something that happened. I'm going to sing. I'm going to play that violin and I'm going to sing. I'm going to let that truth be known because this one deserves to know what's happening. So maybe, do you know something, or does somebody know something, or have you been holding something back and Spirit is saying it's time for you to play that instrument? You sing it out because somebody deserves to hear it. And the song says, you found a way to hold me. How does it feel? So you found a way to hold me. How did they hold her? How did they hold him? Was it blackmail, emotional blackmail? How did they hold you? Because right now, Spirit says, we're not here to live, we're here to live this life. We're here to experience this life. Immerse ourselves in this life. And Spirit is saying, don't hold yourself back. Everything and anything is possible for you. Anything is possible. What is it that you want to do? What makes your heart sing? Follow your hunches. How do you feel when you're around people? What thoughts do you get when you see a cloud in the sky? Right? I immediately saw a new beginning. I saw a baby duck. Baby duckling. I thought to myself later, well, I wonder if it was a baby chick. But I didn't see a baby chick. I saw a baby duckling. So why did I see a baby duckling? Well, clearly because the duck totem was a message I needed to understand. That was important right then. So pay attention to what your hunches are. Right? You're getting information all over the place. If you have a strong feeling that you need to go somewhere, you need to travel somewhere, that I need to say something to someone, I don't know, I just need to pick up the phone and are you okay? Follow what your soul is telling you. Some of the experiences are going to be fun. Some of them are going to be very challenging, but you need to listen to your soul. Is this relevant for you? Awesome. So give yourself permission to focus on what makes your heart sing. Give yourself permission. Don't be waiting for permission from this asshole, whoever it is. Song right now, I've been worried about my bills. My bills are higher than my income. I've been trying to survive. I've been stressing out about surviving and money. And Spirit says, keep your head up. You got to keep your head up. You got to keep your thoughts positive. You got to understand that you're not going to drown. The only way that happens is when you actually put so much emphasis on the material world that you lose sight of why you're really here. You lose sight of, look where he is. Look where he is. That's incredible. So many people don't even see. I'm driving, I see everything. I'm so into nature. I was standing outside the beauty supply for about half an hour with my with my cell phone, holding it up to the pole, waiting for that red hawk to fly off so I could see its wings go. And people were driving by looking at me, and I thought, and I said on the video, I don't know if you could hear it because I kind of spliced some of them, I don't understand why other people don't stop and wonder and look in awe when you see a raptor like that. That's a magnificent bird. That bird was about this tall. I'm not kidding you. It was about 2 feet. That thing was huge. I was like, oh my God. I saw it when I was driving and I had to stop. Look at the world around you. Experience it. Don't have your nose so far into your bills and worrying about, how you're going to pay for this or where you're going to get next or our vacation next year. And for God's sake, live your life. I was looking at the hills today and I was showing my landlord. I said, I went up there and I was walking on the top of there. Felt like I was in Scotland. It was beautiful. There's so much people pass by. You're here to experience it. Okay, Lisa Ann is next. All right. If you have and song right now, after the rain, the sun will always come again. Right? Life's just a circle. It goes around again. It's going to come back around again. Even if it's in a crappy spot right now, it's going to get better. And so when you're in a place like that, like me this morning, I was so mad. I had to get outside. And in a reward, I saw my girl. I saw the Red Hawk, right? Sherry. You got to look at things from a higher perspective. Yes, it's been shit, but you know what? You're going to go see, I'm going to meet my friend Scott tomorrow. We're going to go to some thrift, like some antique flea market thingy. And I get an hour. But it's like, you know, if we get something to hold on to keep us going, to make us happy, just hold on to that, you know? Something's coming, because after the rain, something good is coming. And sometimes we don't understand why we're in what we're in until we look back and we realize that what we asked for, oh, thank you, God, that it didn't happen, right? And maybe Spirit had us go through that for such a long time because we wouldn't give it up. We kept wanting it. We kept wanting to go there. And if that door had opened, we would have dove in that door. And Spirit's saying, no, we kept you in that hallway because you're better than that. You deserve way better than that. And now you look back and you realize you don't want that. Okay. The vampire deck, you like that one? Who? Lisa Ann, does she have a preference on the deck? I've got the Divine Circus, the Shapeshifters, the Vampires, and the Heal Yourself cards. And I know that there's a delay. I'm looking at my hair. Before I started this, my hair was all cute, and now it's all weird. If you don't tell me, if I don't hear in a couple seconds, I'm just going to choose a deck. For Lisa. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For Lisa. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For Lisa. For the next week. You're too sweet. Thank you. Oh, I almost said it and I couldn't do it. I almost said it. I was trying. She said, you're gorgeous. And I almost said, I am gorgeous. And I couldn't do it, but I just said it. I can say thank you. I've worked on that, so I can just say thank you. That's hard. I have a gorgeous soul. I know that. Correct for neutrality. Okay. Lisa, I don't know where you went, but you're getting a message from the Divine Circus because you disappeared. Oh, I love this. Okay. I was doing private readings, and I did it for my girlfriend. I did private reading for myself. I did it for another client. I did it again and again and again, and I kept getting the Rooster Mama. This is really fun. This is especially cool because of the day that it is, right? Now, just because it's International Women's Day, I say, I mean, it is. It's dedicated to women. But if this was a man that I'm reading for, I say that it applies to you as well. Because every single day we should love ourselves. Every single day we should have pride in who we are. Every single day we should honor ourselves. We don't have to feel bad for that. This is what religion has taught differently, right? That you're supposed to be humble. I am a very humble person. I am. I'm not a conceited person at all. I don't think I have all the answers, right? I'm absolutely willing to learn, and I'm absolutely willing to stand corrected. But I'm also proud of all the work that I've done. And I know I'm a decent person. And I need to tell myself that. Because there ain't nobody around here in my house to tell me. So I'm telling me that. So, Lisa, Rooster Mama. Check out what she's wearing. What's the number? 16? Again, keeping your thoughts positive, right? Keeping your thoughts more focused on spirit than on this material world. Which means looking at things from a higher perspective. But check out her clothes. She is her own person. I love this person. She's a freaking rebel. I told you, if I ever get married again, and I think I will, I like steampunk. I think it's sexy as fuck. Look at her hat. I want a leather hat like that. I want boots that lace up, Victorian lace boots, and I want a cool hat, and I like those gloves. I freaking love this whole outfit. She's offbeat. She's a rebel. She's a maverick. She's authentic. She's eccentric, and so is he. This can be the man, too. Remember I don't know if you guys are on my Facebook page, my personal one, but a while ago, I put up the picture of the magician, right? And I said, who's the magician now? And you see the man walking away with the long coat and his long hair and his bitchin' like combat boots. Freaking loved his whole outfit. So this could be a guy or a girl. You have permission to be strangely, weirdly, wonderfully fantabulous. This is what they're telling you here. This is what makes you so freaking cool. Your eccentricities, your complexities. This is like a strangely beautiful person or attitude. This is, I'm not going to buy into the fear. I'm not going to buy into having to be who you think I am. You're being encouraged to break tradition. Spirit is encouraging you to break tradition. Okay? It's time to shake things up a bit. And that means get a little bit wild. And it might not feel wild for you. It might feel wild for your family. But Spirit wants you to do this. They're telling you that something new, something wonderful is on its way. And it's going to be unlike anything that you have ever experienced. I'm so excited. I can't stand it. Right? And you're protected as you explore. As you explore this wonderful new adventure, whatever it is. It's on its way to you. So it will be, you either know of it or it's coming very, very soon. I like this. I said within the next week, something is happening, right? So it's coming very, very soon and they want you to step forward. I love this. I enjoy being my own true self. I stand in my personal confidence. I love my eccentricities. I love that I'm complex and unique and different. I freaking love it. I'm a maverick. I like this. You're welcome. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Who's next? I love that. I love that. I can't tell you how many times that one card has come up. Man, it's gotten dark in here. Cindy? Okay. Cindy. Cindy, do you want the Vampire deck, the Circus, Divine Circus, the Oracle of the Shapeshifters, or the Heal Yourself cards? Or the Shadows and Light? I can go get Shadows and Light. If you, how long is the kickback that I have to wait? Because there's such a delay. Cindy, I'm asking you. Cindy! Okay. Shapeshifters. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For Cindy, for the next week, what is it that she has to think about? Encouraged to think about? Song right now, I got to swing from the chandelier. I'm holding on for the night. Somebody is not happy. Somebody's just barely hanging in there, and they need to embrace that rooster mama. Maybe that woman is coming into someone's life. Maybe I'm that woman coming into someone's life. And you're supposed to embrace that rooster mama. Woo! The guy that came back from my past, my ex that was sniffing around, I call him a cocky rooster, right? This is somebody who needs a harem of people, right? Cocky rooster. There's a difference between being a cocky rooster and being a rooster mama. I'm the rooster mama, and so is Lisa. Okay, Cindy. So somebody like that may be coming into your life, and Spirit says if they are, embrace them. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Cindy. What is the message for Cindy? And that will help the most amount of people. Okay. All right. Immersion. This is the Mermaid of Immersion. I dreamed about this the other night. I was in a boat. And I was talking about diving deep. And I had my cards. Like, I was obviously doing a reading. And I was talking about this. And somebody grabbed the cards away from me. And the cards flew into the water. And I went to grab them, and they all went down under the water. So I said, I might need to get my cards. I need to go. I need to go down. And the person that I was with was afraid to go down deep. And I said, no, it's okay. It's okay. I'm a deep sea diver, right? I'm an advanced ocean diver. And I said, let's go. And they wouldn't go. And so I dove down deep under my emotional waters to retrieve my cards. And when I came back up, the person said, well, how was it? And I said, it was beautiful. There's no sharks. There's nothing to be afraid of. So this message is about diving down deep into your emotional waters to retrieve what you need to retrieve, to see what's going on in your life, to pull something up and look at it so that it can be healed and released. Or it's about fully committing to something. And you have not, like this one that was on the boat with me. They were with me on the boat as long as we were above the water. Like, you know, this was kind of like a shallow commitment. But this is talking about really committing. We're going to dive. We're going down deep. We're going to go in. This is about somebody who's like just kind of been sticking their toe in the water, right? Not fully committing. They wanted to. Their intention was to do this. But this is about fully immersing yourself and committing completely to something. To your path, to a situation, to your dream. You've been talking about, because this is about, you've been talking about it, you've been planning it, you've been thinking about it, but now Spirit says it's the time to do it. I think I know what we're talking about, Cindy. We talked about it when you did my hair. There could be other things, but that's what's coming to mind for me right now. And they're saying right now it's time to dive. That's what they're saying. So the number is 44, and you may be wondering how things are going to go, but 44 says the angels are all around you, completely guiding, protecting you, and loving you. There's no reason for fear. Anything that you need will come for you. Anything that you need will come to you. It's time to commit. It's time to fully 100% dive down deep and make this commitment. Because they're saying that there's been surface dwelling for too long. You have to completely, you've been holding yourself back, you've been watching, you've been wanting to change something, you've been saying that you want it, but you haven't done it yet. So Spirit says there's been a time of planning, but there's also procrastinating and making excuses and holding back. But Spirit says you know what it is that you're meant to do, and it's time to do it. So break free, dive in and dive deep, go for it. And understand that Spirit is all around you and they're holding your hand. Yeah. It is what I thought, right? Okay. Melissa, let Sherry know what deck you want. Oh, Melissa, deck you used for Lisa. I used the... I think I used the Divine Circus. Yeah. For Lisa. I used the Divine Circus. Correct neutrality on all levels. Hi, just joined. Hi, Ingrid. Hope everyone is having a happy International Women's Day to all. Yes. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For Melissa, for the next week, what is it that you need to put? So here's the message. For the Rooster Mama, someone's coming into your life like that, or you need to embrace that, right? For the total immersion, you need to stick. This is all in the next week. But remember the first messages that we got in the reading? It's about taking that first step. It doesn't mean that you're going to maybe fully, completely do something, but you're going to take your first step in all of these things. Okay, so correct for neutrality on all levels. For Melissa. Melissa. Tiger Angel. Oh, I love this one. So this, you see this ain't, now, what do you see? I'm curious as to what you see. See the halo over top of that tiger? And then you see actually her blowing that magical breath. So the message is, I see it as both. I see someone, like my cat Liger, he's half lion, half tiger, right? He's a liger. So he's half me and he's half someone else. They're talking about, you think about, I've got the eye of the tiger, right? I'm dancing through the fire and you're going to hear me, and I'm a champion. You're going to hear me roar louder than a lion because I'm a freaking tiger. I got the eye of the tiger, right? I'm a fighter, but I'm gentle as well. They're also saying that this person, who is you, has the ability to influence people and animals and situations. You have an invisible influence of calming, of encouragement, of loving support. You don't even have to physically be in their presence. You have this ability. This is a gift that you have. And you can see how she's working her magic on this tiger. Look how gentle. That tiger could rip her to shreds. But he's putty in her hands. And it could be showing you that there could be a situation or even a person in your life that's prickly, that's difficult, that's wild, that's raw, that has not been tamed. But in your energy, you have that kind of an influence on them. And sometimes you wonder if what is my path in the world? Am I doing anything to help? I don't even know if I'm able to affect this situation. Cindy and I talked about this, like within family members, right? There can be a situation that's not good, right? But you can influence that without even being physically there by sending your intention and your loving energy into that situation, right? I don't see the people that I love weak. I don't see them broken. I see them strong. And people say, I know that what I've been accused of before is that, you expect too much of me, right? And remember that song, you wanted a soldier and that wasn't me, so I'm going to have to set you free. I'm in love with an angel, but you wanted a soldier and that wasn't me. And I said, I didn't want a soldier. I didn't want a soldier, but I got to tell you, you are a soldier. You just don't see it. I see it. I see that in you. I see your strength and your power. And also your softness and your gentleness. And sometimes that's your strength, is the fact that you're so incredibly gentle. And you have the energy that is able to affect situations in a positive way. We can make things change. This invisible influence can take a situation where somebody has their mind made up, right? You wanted a soldier, that wasn't me. The guy loved her. but he just didn't see himself the way he thought she was looking at him, or he didn't think that she was, or he was good enough for her, or what she needed. But that wasn't the truth. So, well, what are you going to do, right? He's made that decision. Yeah, you can influence the situation. You can absolutely influence the situation. You can see that person strong. You can see that person courageous. You can see that person tapping into their wild strength. You can see that person being filled with unconditional healing energy and love, and you rise their vibration. Because when you raise your vibration up and you're attached and you're connected to someone, their vibration automatically rises. That's why if somebody else is going through a difficult time, the worst thing that you can do is commiserate and be sad with them, right? You don't want to, they've already got enough crap going in their life. They don't need you doing that. They need you to be happy. They need you to be positive. They need you to be working on you to lift your vibration so that you can affect change in their life. So Spirit is saying right now, if you think you haven't been affecting situations in life, you're wrong. You have. You have this gift. You have a healing energy in you. And they say they want you to be confident enough to use that and realize that you've got that. You can do this without anybody knowing. I told you I won't go into the big long story, but there was a situation in my work, and it was a negative situation, anger between a person towards me, aimed at me, and I sat behind them and every day said, I love you, I love you, I love you, and I didn't love them, I didn't like them, thought they were awful, but I sent that energy every day. And because my body heard me saying that, and because I was visualizing and looking at that person saying those words, my body started feeling that energy. And after about 3 weeks of saying that, I felt a softness towards this person, and I broke them down. I broke them down, and they ended up being my friend. And I did it without saying a word. It's very, very possible to do this, and you have this ability, and it's going to affect people. Your presence is very, very powerful within your family, within your friends, within your spiritual community. So understand that also with animals, right? I do this with animals. I mean, if you guys look at the video when I was talking to the hawk, right? She was sitting up on that giant pole. It was windy. It was windy. She couldn't hear me. Well, maybe she could. Hawks, I don't know if their hearing is as good as their vision. But I was talking to her, and I said, and she was scouting out over the field, right? And I was talking to her. I said, hey, you, what are you doing? And she looked down at me and looked straight down. I got it on the video. It's so cool. Connect. Okay. Oh, you're crying? You needed to hear that? You're powerful. See, that's why we have to talk about this. That's why we have to recognize that we were lightning before the thunder. Thunder's the crap. Really need to get a reading. Okay, so who's next? Candace. Okay, Candace, correct for neutrality. How many have I done? I'm glad you were here then. You needed this tonight. I'm glad you were here. I'm glad I decided to do this. I almost didn't. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Candace. Correct for neutrality. Okay, Candace and then Ingrid. And then Sandra. Have you got your name in there? Sandy? I love this song playing right now. I'm speechless. You already know that you're my weakness. Isn't that the coolest? Aren't those the coolest words to hear in a song? Oh, I'm speechless seeing you standing there. You already know that you're my weakness. Ooh, I like that. That's so cool. Okay, Sandy, I'll do you too. Okay. Okay. Candace, for the next week. Wow, temptation. Okay. This is the third time since last night that this message has come up. So you see, I've got a couple things that are happening in this message. So I'm going to tell you both, and I'm going to let you figure out what the message is for you. So when I first looked at this message, I see her leaning into this ghost, right? He's not there. He's actually not there. But he consumes her mind. He's connected. He's still connected to her, even though he's physically not there. And in some ways, I gotta plug our phone in. Hold on a second, my battery's dying. In some ways, that is true, right? We are connected to the ones that we love, even when they're not there, even when they are in spirit. But if you look at this card closely, he's got kind of an icy grip on her. She's given up her energy to someone who's not even there. And I wouldn't have thought of it as a negative if I hadn't seen the 2 candle. Her light has been snuffed out. She has allowed her energy to be drained to the point where her light is dimmed. It's not just dimmed, it's out. Both candles are blown out. So the energy between these two, it's like, are you holding on to something that isn't there? Is it a facade? A promise of something? Someone's promising you something, but it's actually going to rob you of your light? It's a temptation. And the temptation, you're tempted to go there. Here they're showing me a man, right? This beautiful man. Her eyes are closed. She wants that so bad. But the lights are out, and that dragon is looking at those lights. Both candle lights are out. Wait a minute. Both candle lights aren't out. One is out, and the other one is still lit. Oh, the message is even clearer. His light is out. Hers is lit. He wants her energy. He's a vampire. He's sucking her energy. Now, is he doing that without her being aware of it, or is she willingly giving her energy to a situation that is not giving anything back to her? She's feeding somebody else's energy. Holding on, holding on, holding on, waiting for someone who never shows up. He doesn't have to show up because all he needs is her energy. He knows she'll be waiting. She'll always be waiting, right? And my light, and when I need that energy, I keep that going so that I can, because I don't have that energy without her. So there's that message. Not a happy message. I don't like that message. It's the message that's come up 3 times since last night. What is the number? 1 and 9. So 1 again, pay attention to what you're thinking and what you're saying. And 9 says, you've got everything in order to move forward. Stop procrastinating. Why are you holding back? And 1 and 9 together is 10, which means an ending. That one candle, the light is out. It's been snuffed out. It's over. And then there's a new beginning. So we ask ourselves, something's going on right now. You need to be aware of something that's going on right now. Are you in a relationship? Now, I don't know what your story is, but there's a lot of messages. Are you in a relationship but thinking of someone else? Are you experiencing temptations? Something, and it doesn't have to be a relationship. As far as work, are you tempted to do something that's stealing your light? Just this one time. Are you tempted to do something in order to get ahead, but in order for that to happen, you compromise your integrity, and one by one, your candles are going out? Are you not going there? You love this girl. You love this girl. Her candle, she burns a candle for you. She's holding the light. The light is lit for you. You haven't come back. It's gone out and you haven't come back. Are you working somewhere using money as an excuse, or work as an excuse, or anything else as an excuse to stop you from coming? You better go get your girl, because unfortunately for you, one candle's already out and the other one is on their way to being out. You may lose something. So Spirit wants you to be honest. There's an opportunity that's coming for you. Song right now, that's what it is, because the song right now says, I wish somebody would have told me, babe, one day these would be the good old days. I was so worried about my career, right? I wanted to make a name for myself. I wanted to get to the top. I've been focusing on that, and I do love you. You know we're connected. We're always connected. I've never left you. I know that you're waiting. I know that I love you and you love me. And Spirit's saying, no, I'm sorry. The light's going out. Even if you had a connection. This song is, I wish someone would have told me, babe. One day these would have been the good old days. I wish I would have asked her out on that date. I wish I would have told her how much she meant to me. You know, it doesn't take much to send a text message. It doesn't take much to give somebody a call. But so many people immerse themselves in other things, and they make the people in their lives wait. Their families wait, their lovers wait, their kids wait, their own self wait. Like the dreams that they have, they're putting something on hold, and the light is going out and time is passing. And that light, that candle could be your life. Because all of a sudden you wake up and you've got gray hair and you've got wrinkles and oh my God, all this time has gone by. My kid's in high school. I wasted all this time. I don't know how this applies to you, but this message is the temptation of taking a higher path. Don't go this way. Don't regret. Song right now, sometimes I think it's better to never ask why. Where's he been? What's he doing? Sometimes I wish maybe it's better not to ask. This is about somebody who didn't come close because they got burned. Their candle, they were burned. Where there's a fire, there's going to be a flame. Where there's a flame, someone's going to get burned. And just because you got burned doesn't mean you can't survive. You got to get up and try, right? So maybe that's what happened. This is about being afraid to move forward, or ignoring, or putting things off, or hesitating, thinking it's always going to be there, but the candles are going out. Okay, who's next? Hugs. Who was next? You did tell me. Ingrid. Ingrid, did Ingrid say what deck? Why do we fall in love so easily, even if it's not right? So maybe somebody went for a siren and she burned him. And now he's afraid to go there again, right? And keeping this one that he actually loves waiting for him. He keeps reaching out to her, but not enough, not in the physical. And you know what? It's not good enough to just give of yourself energetically. Not anymore. Not even if you're in a twin soul relationship. I don't care. I'm in a twin soul relationship, and it doesn't cut it for me. Right? If you're not in my physical presence, I still deserve respect and honor and hands-on. So if you're not here, I'm not waiting my life for a twin soul just because I know that you're my twin soul. I won't. I deserve way better. So I didn't. Something with clarifying, please. Okay, clarifying. Clarifying. Have you ever worried that it might be ruined? It makes you want to cry. That's another thing. Sometimes people think it's too late to start. Maybe that's another message, right? Oh, the light's already gone out. It's too late. I fucked up. And Spirit says it's not too late. If it matters to you, do something about it. Correct for neutrality. For Ingrid, the Divine Circus. Correct for neutrality on... You're welcome. Correct for neutrality on all levels. The Divine Circus. Liger just woke up and almost fell off the chair. Did you almost fall off? Did you? Yeah? He woke up from like a start from a dream and almost fell off the couch. Almost fell down. Almost fell down. Okay. It's almost dinner time for us. Okay. Ingrid. Hold on. This is an awesome card. So if you're saying, hold on, you want to change your mind, I don't think you want to change your mind. This is a really good... Oh, hold on, Liger. Hold on. I heard that earlier today. What's that song? Hold on. It's an 80s song. Hold on. Oh, I can't think of it now. The words are escaping me. But this is amazing. This is the Joker's Wild. So this is what I've been feeling for the last... I would say for the last 2 weeks, I've been feeling something is happening. Something is about to happen. Joker's Wild. Have you ever played cards? I used to play cards with my grandma. And when Jokers were wild, the card that you got, that Joker card, it could be anything, right? So Spirit is saying right now, Spirit is laughing with you. They're not laughing at you, okay? They're laughing with you. And they're showing you that when the Joker appears, nothing is impossible. They're telling you, this is what I've been feeling. They're saying, get ready, strap yourself in your roller coaster seat because you're about to go on the ride of your life. It's wild. It's unpredictable. We don't know what's going to happen, but you're going to overcome some insurmountable odd, whatever it is that you... This is the highest trump card. Nothing trumps the Joker. The Joker is wild. Oh, I just got a really awesome message. My twin, and this is just, I know I just got mad at him, but I'm going to tell you this. This rotten shit that's been confusing our life and causing problems, they show me him as Trump, okay? They show me him as Trump. And they've shown my twin as the Joker. The smile that sliced his face, right? So what did I say? Joker's wild. That the Joker trumps all cards. I love this. Oh, this is the card to beat all cards. Okay? So no matter how much it might feel like somebody else has got the upper hand, or a situation, it seems insurmountable, no matter how dark it seems, this is when all of a sudden you're like in that dark tunnel, and all of a sudden it's like a train light comes on. Woo! And it brightens the whole thing up, and everything you see is there. And the thing that for the Joker, I know you're going to love this. The thing for the Joker is, the Joker always wins. You are a freaking winner. The Joker always wins. You're not going to see it coming. Whatever this is, you're not going to see it coming. It's going to come in a way that you couldn't imagine it happening. Whatever this is. It's like nobody would believe it if you told it beforehand. There'd be like, there's no freaking way. Right? Now, there's a reason I saw that Red Hawk on top. The Red Hawk said, stay on the alert, a message is coming. Prepare. Something's coming. But you're going to be excited about this. It's a trick. It's literally a trick that the universe is pulling. And it's kind of like, you remember when I started out and I was all pissed off? It's like when you find out that what you've been super mad about actually is something super incredible. It's like somebody is pulling they've got an incredible surprise for you. And it sucks because you're feeling really sad, you're crying, and you're thinking, and then all of a sudden it's like, surprise! Here it is. That's what the universe is about to do. I don't know why they have to do it that way, but they're doing it this way. They're telling you, I think what they're doing is I know why they're doing it. They're doing it because this is a way that you're going to understand that Spirit is doing this. That to prove to you, if you had any doubt, because of all the things that you've had to go through, and the unfair things that may have happened, and what you've waited for never showing up, when it happens, it's to let you know how very much you are loved, how very much you are worthy and deserving, and this is why you are going to be the winner. I love this. I don't know what it is. It's just, I don't know what it is. They're not telling me. Because the Joker, it can't be controlled. It can't be controlled. It can't be told. It can't be, I can't read it because it hasn't happened, or it's in the works that I can't see. So, and the thing that what I want to say about this is, the other day I said something wonderful is coming. Oh my God, something wonderful is coming. Oh my God, something wonderful is coming. Now, remember what I said about I'm driving along and I saw that little duckling in the clouds? That was beautiful. That's gorgeous. And how when I was driving to the beauty supply, all of a sudden I see that 2-foot red hawk swoop and land on the pole above me. That was amazing to me. Okay? If you're somebody who is not impressed unless somebody hands you a couple $1,000 or brings you a Mercedes-Benz, or maybe you're not going to be surprised with this. I think you are, because Spirit knows what you love. But I would say there are miracles that happen all the time. And if we are grateful for all the little mini miracles, you're not going to miss this one, is the message. You're not going to miss it. But there's a lot of beautiful things. And that day when I said something wonderful was going to happen, something wonderful did happen. I went and got my nails done. Spirit said stop working. I didn't make one call that day. I didn't do any clients that day. I went and got a manicure and a pedicure, spent like $55 on myself, and I was given this bracelet. I was given this. That was a wonderful gift for me. It was amazing. And then when I came home, I had readings lined up. Bang, 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 bang. That was wonderful. So you have to look at it that way as well. Okay, thank you. Yes, I've had no doubt and so close to it. I love this. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Perfect timing. It's always divine timing, right? Okay, who was next? It is beautiful. I'm excited. I want to take it for my message. Maybe it is. I say it is, because I know something's happening. Was there anybody else? Wasn't there one more person? Sandy? Wasn't it Sandy? Yeah. Okay. Sandy, do you want the Divine Circus, the Oracle of the Shapeshifters, the Vampire deck, or the Heal Yourself cards? What would you prefer? You're welcome. What would you prefer, Sandy? Oh, you guys, right now, we have to make sure that we're staying very, very hydrated with alkaline water. So either put apple cider vinegar in your water or lemon in your water, because our third eye right now is really hyperactivated and we need to stay hydrated. Did you understand I asked you a question? Oh my God. Somebody just sent me a message, for whom the bell tolls. Oh my God, for whom the bell tolls. I said that. For whom the bell tolls. What reading? Do you guys remember when I said that? The vampire deck? I said that. For whom the bell tolls. I talked about it. I spoke about it several times in readings. For whom the bell tolls. Shit! Somebody just sent me that message and I need to know what it means. Okay, vampire deck. For whom the bell tolls. For whom the bell tolls. What does it mean for me? For whom the bell tolls. For whom the bell tolls. You're welcome. Correct for neutrality. Yeah. I forget too until Spirit's like, you need a drink. Hold on. I do. My body's desperately in need of hydration. Okay. You're not pregnant, are you? Oh, God. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Sandy. Correct for neutrality on all levels. How's Derek, Sandy? My bell is calling. It's my turn. For whom the bell tolls. For whom the bell tolls, it's not, I didn't mean it the way the actual saying is meant. Because for whom the bell tolls is about ringing a bell for someone who has died. So I didn't mean that. I meant for whom the bell tolls, like this message is for you, which is what you said. It's my turn, right? He's good. He's so cute. For whom the bell tolls. So a message in that should be that there's the death of an old, which means a brand new beginning. So Sandy, in the next week, what is the most important message for Sandy in the next week? Wow. This is a theme. Okay, so this is immortal. And it's again talking about consuming family or the pressure of peers. This message, again, the number 6 is telling, and now, okay, there's double emphasis on this particular message, even though this is the same message that we keep getting. This is about how a family can be extremely draining of your life's blood or friends. It's pressure. It's peer pressure, family pressure. When your energy is so attached to that of your families that it's almost strangling you to please them. It's taking everything from you. It talks about being eaten alive by traditions, by... this is the theme of this reading, I swear to God. It's about the needs of other people, what others expect of you, the hopes of them. The head of the house says that you need to live up to this expectation, and so this is what's required of you. It could be a narcissistic parent. It could be a narcissistic sibling. It could be a narcissistic partner. It's talking about the fact that you have never been the priority. Everybody else's needs have to come first. And Spirit says it's time for you to find your way back to your tribe, where everybody knows that everybody is important. And the focus today is on self-love. Look at my profile picture, Sandy, and read the words. Right? This is like, if I drink from that cup, look at that judgmental person looking at her. Judging. It's time to allow your dreams to grow. It's time for you to give yourself permission to move beyond the demands of your family, your friends, your peers, whoever it is. Because you're more than your family. This is interesting. I like that Spirit gives us these messages, because somebody would say that what you're listening to, that's sacrilege, or that's, they're telling you to go against your family. No, we're not. What we're telling you is to love yourself, because Jesus said, love the congregation, love your wife like you love the congregation. Right? Jesus washed the feet of the people in the congregation. Jesus says, love your brother as you love yourself. He doesn't say love your brother and then think about you. He says love your brother as you love yourself. If you don't know how to love yourself, you can't properly love anyone else. But this is telling you different. Someone is letting you feel or demanding more, saying that their needs are more important. And you need to release yourself from that bondage. You need to be free of that, period. You need to be strong enough to understand that you're more than your family. Your family is not the be-all, end-all of the world. You would not die without your family. If it came right down to it. My whole family cut me off. You know, and now I have soul family. My family is vast. And the people that call me their family and choose, they chose me. They love me for who I am, and that's why they love me. This is the opposite of that. This is like about you needing to reassert your individuality and not be afraid to stand for yourself. This is about a separation. This is about separating from physical, emotional, mental, spiritual vampirism. You picked this deck. You have created this because you've allowed it. So now it's about severing that expectation. Now, on a blessing, it's telling you that we're letting you know that you have a soul family here. And if you ever feel like you don't fit or you don't belong or people don't understand you, you have soul family that you need to reach out to. And that's us. We're all here for that reason. I patrol. You know, remember that my post, my picture, and I said they patrolling, they hating, right? They're trying to catch me riding dirty. I patrol too, but I patrol in a different way. I watch on my Facebook feed to see if there's somebody that's feeling sad, if there's somebody that's having a really hard time. I pay attention, and if they are, I'm on it instantly because it only takes a couple seconds to type out some words. And the thing is, I mean what I say, but I might be the only person who reaches out to someone. So the thing is, this is telling you don't hide away. Understand that you have a soul family. We're here for a reason. We're connected. We are all part of the United Collective. We have chosen to come together. So if you don't, so this is a blessing as well. This is letting you know that you are not outside the realm because maybe you're not the same as somebody in your family. This is also basically saying there's too many demands on you, and you need to say that you need time for yourself. This is about developing your own soul. This is about going now, spending some more time on you. It's important for you. You need to go beyond your family, the people around you, what they expect, what they think, what they feel. And you are more than they say that you are. Sandy's a channel. Her children are channels. Her little boy, Derek, he's the sweetest little thing. He was channeling when he was 4 years old. It was amazing. Her other son, her older son, is able to leave his body, and literally it scared him, and watch his body. The family is incredibly gifted, but it brings fear to other family members, and so it's squashed. And it's not something to fear. This is something that can help you. Like when I talked to her older son, I said, there's nothing to be afraid of. The fact that you can leave your body, that's an amazing gift. I wish I could do that. If I was in a place that was upsetting, like I was getting my molars done, I hate being at the dentist, right? I could freaking choose to leave my body and go check out something else and come back when it's done. You can use that gift. And the fact that you're a channel and you're able to pick up messages, you weren't given that gift in order for you to ignore it and not use it. It was a gift that was given to you, and you're expected to help other people. You're expected to help your own kids and not put it away because you're afraid of it. People have done horrible things to Sandy because of the gifts that she has. And so she needs extreme support from her soul family. And she needs to feel that love and energy. So you guys need to let her know she's not by herself. It's very, very hard. You don't understand what has happened to her. It's happened to, I don't know if I probably don't have permission to say it, but she's been persecuted because of her gifts in the most horrendous of ways. It's not okay. And so it brings fear to people. They want to hide and they want to please their family in case that happens again. And it's like, you know what? You have a soul family. And if that means that you need to separate, if you're on a place where you feel that, you have people that are here. And they mean that. Gina's in Canada. They mean that. When these people say what they're saying to you, Sandy, it's the truth. I know these people. They're telling you the truth. They're here to support you and love you and know. They're strong. These are strong women. This is the same group of people that come on for this soul family meetup, and these are strong women. And you need to connect to this family. Because if you don't undergo this transformation right now and undertake this discovery of going back into who you truthfully are, you're going to get so tangled up in what your family expects of you that you're going to lose your gifts. You're going to lose yourself. There's a price to pay to get their approval, and you don't need to pay that price. It needs to be in the reverse. It needs to be in the reverse. It's time for you to explore the alternatives, and the alternatives are that Spirit is way stronger than anyone. Spirit can unlock a door that locks you up. Spirit can do anything if you trust them. And it's very hard for her to do that when something has been done to you and you didn't have control over it because of your gifts. It's hard to trust that and believe that. So she needs to hear this support. And when I get this kind of a message, I know that Spirit, that this has been said publicly, and so many people are focusing on this. She is protected. She is very protected. She just needs to know she's protected and loved. And I think mostly it's just that you've been very quiet, and I understand why. But you have such powerful gifts, and instead of being afraid of what other people can do because of your gifts, you need to use those gifts. You're a very, very powerful person, and your children are incredibly powerful. Derek is like unbelievably powerful. It's amazing. I told you guys that when I was a little girl, I spoke the language of the forest, right? I spoke all the animals' language. And my mother married a Jehovah's Witness, and by the time I was 8 when they married, and by the time I was 11, I lost my language. The only word I remembered was the name that I called my dog. And Sandy heard the name, and she said, "You know what? I think Derek was speaking your language." And I said, "Really?" And that was divinely guided. That Spirit put that in her head, because how could she know that? So I said, "Can I talk to him?" And he got on the phone, and I said, "Hi, Derek." And he calls me Mommy. "Hi, Mommy." And I said, if I ask you a word, I said, could you tell me what this word means? And I said, "What does biasavia mean?" And he says, "You know what it means, Mommy." And I said, "Well, I think I know, but could you tell me what it means?" He's the one who told me, and he said it means best friend. And that is exactly what it meant. Dog totem is best friend, protection, loyalty, love, devotion. And I named my dog, my dog's name was Benji, but I would call him Biasabia in my language of the animals, which means best friend. So Derek is tapped in, and that kid is connected to Spirit. And most children are very, very connected, but he channels. Pretty incredible. So what he needs to be taught, and I don't know if he's done, if you worked with that with him or not, because I haven't talked to you in a long time, but you need to teach him how to shut his channel down, and you need to teach him how to close his channel off so that other people don't come through him. Because if he doesn't understand what he's saying, he shouldn't be saying it. And unfortunately, negative energy likes to use kids. But he's very powerful, and he needs to be taught not to fear it, but to love it. I was just so impressed. Anyway, that was it. I hope I didn't embarrass you. I hope that I didn't cause you any trouble, but I just wanted you to know that this whole family supports you, and you've got a lot. Oh, one for me? Yay, okay. What deck? Song right now. Tell me something, girl. Are you happy in this modern world, or do you want more? And then I say, tell me something, boy. Aren't you tired of trying to fill that void? I'm falling. You're not in trouble? Okay, good. All right, I'm taking one from the Divine Circus for myself. Correct for neutrality. Well, I'm asking for one. For in the next week for me, what is the message that Spirit wants me most to understand, focus on, and hold on to, right? We need to hold on to these messages. The ones that we all need to listen to these messages because they affect us all. But we need to really hold on to the one that came to us. Oh, there's a few in here I'd like to see. Correct for neutrality on all levels. But the way my life works, I'll probably get a lesson. Correct. Ooh. Okay, one flew out. Oh God. Okay, I have to take it because it flew at me, and it's not the one I wanted. I got this on the bottom, so this is my card for sure. But this flew out at me, and it's kind of scary. Look at her face. Nebula warrior. So a nebula, isn't a nebula like a star that explodes or something? A nebula? I don't know. Can somebody look up the word nebula and tell me what it is? Nebula. She looks like the Joker, doesn't she? She looks like a female Joker. So she's a warrior, so I embrace that. The number is 17, and it's keep your thoughts positive. Sherry, do you like what you're thinking? If you don't, change your thinking. Change your stinking thinking. 7, you are on the right path. It will exceed your expectations. Hold that thought. So it's talking about that there are advocates for others on the planet. There are, I mean, she's like, when I first looked at her, I thought she had scars all over her. But she doesn't. She's got tattoos all over her. She's a freedom fighter. She is there, this warrior is there to help others find their destiny and fight for them, to fulfill their divine destiny and have trust and faith. And this is kind of a creepy message for me. I've never seen this before. She is very fierce. So this is saying that I'm being initiated to work with the darkness. I told you the darkness has been creeping after me like freaking crazy. I'm to work with the darkness and be a soul warrior. So some things are worth fighting for. God, you know what? And that's interesting because the Fool, okay, so some things are worth fighting for. She's not afraid of the dark. I'm not afraid of darkness because I am light, right? I'm not afraid of the darkness. So in order to be a warrior against the darkness, you got to be smart, right? You've got to be able to see that there's shit coming at you and combat it without becoming bitter, without becoming fearful, without becoming vengeful, hateful, without allowing it to disconnect us from our love and from our peace. It's like you have to learn how to fight without fighting. I have to learn how to fight without fighting. So there's a situation in my life that needs healing. Because I told you they're patrolling, trying to catch me riding dirty. So I can't. This is kind of like you can't force something to happen, right? You can't make somebody change. You can't force the situation to come to the light. I'm listening to the song. Keep her coming every night, hard to keep her satisfied. I kept playing with love like it was just a game. Pretending to feel the same. Turn around and leave again. This is who I'm dealing with. So it's funny. It's like the stronger you are, the more forceful you come at someone, the more forceful they're going to push back. Right? So then you gotta, so what? So the path of least resistance is not a warrior. It's not standing strong, but I'm not going to fight with you. I'm not going to give you my energy, right? So I'm going to use my power. I'm going to use my power. So all the shit that you pull at me, I'm going to take that power and I'm going to force that power out of me. Sorry, I don't know who was calling me. So basically it's kind of like I got to combat them without losing my shit, which is kind of what I did. That's why I put that picture up with what I said. I'm not afraid of you, right? I know that you're watching me. I know that I'm being hunted, but I'm the observer. I'm not going to let you tear me down. I'm not going to let you get me angry, because when we get angry at the ones that are doing that, we give them our power. That's what's going on here. So sometimes, I just said this, that sometimes I said, why are they doing that? Why are they doing that? And my landlord goes, they're just fucking with you. And I said, no, you know why? Because it's like a petulant child. They'll either take, they don't want your love. A narcissist doesn't want your love. They want your power. They want your energy. And they'll get it any way they want to get it. If that means that they get your love, then they'll take it. But if they can only get your power by getting you angry, they'll take that too. Because when we get angry, we lose our power. We ooze our power out to them. So they'll push us and push us and push us and fuck with us until we lose our shit. It knocks us off our path and it feeds their energy. It feeds their ego because they've seen a warrior crumble. That will not happen with me. You're not worth my energy. So this is about pulling the pulling the energy of light into my body and forcing it out to push away. So I can just basically visualize. That's what I'm going to do. I've been doing is I just visualize. Like I said, anything you throw at me, I send back at you 100 times, 100 strength, 100-fold. So I pull the energy, all the energy into me. I know how powerful I am. I know I am. I'm an instant manifester. And I send that energy out. And it goes out like a radioactive, like that. You can feel the force field coming off. So I can do that without brawling with you because I'm not going to scream at you. I'm not going to yell at you. I'm not going to play dirty. You're trying to catch me riding dirty, but I walk my walk and I talk my talk. You're riding dirty. And what's going to happen is your energy is going to bounce off of me and go back to you. And that's how I wage this war. So I'm not going to fall prey to somebody else's nonsense. I know what this message is referring to. I'm a warrior of love, right? And I'm not going to let you knock me off my path because you're being a little boy, a pirate and a mercenary. Absolutely. So this is the one that came for the bottom because this is who I am. I'm the sacred fool, right? I speak the truth. I take the leap of faith. I do what Spirit tells me to do, even if it looks crazy. If they tell me to do it, I'm going to do it. If they tell me that this is right, I'm going to follow that lead. If I feel, because look, my third eye is not disturbed. It's open here. Right? The king comes to the jester. The king comes to the sacred fool because the king knows that the fool is going to speak the truth. I embrace this. This is the fool card. This is the Aries card. I embrace it. So you might call me a fool. You might think I'm foolish. Her and her karma, right? Pfft, hippie, peace, love, and whatever, right? This is how they view me, but this is really who I am. And I don't care if you look at me like this. That's cool. I embrace this too. This is fun. But that's what they see, and this is the reality. And that's what all of us spiritual people need to understand. Nebula warrior. A nebula, I swear to God, it's like a star exploding. I am a star seed. I know who I am. I know my power. I've grown into it. But I'm not arrogant, and I'm not cocky, and I'm not conceited at all. I'm fun, and I'm loving, and life is exciting for me. And I'm not going to allow this darkness, bullshit coming at me to corrupt me and take away my light. I like this a lot. I like this a lot. I've never seen this card before. It kind of creeped me out when I first saw it. So the song right now, I had a way. The queen has been overthrown. Remember I told you that there's a man that's doing it? It's a gay man. The queen has been overthrown. The lights are, ghosts are calling me. Ghosts are calling me home. Interesting. Anyway, that's that. I'm just thinking, sorry. Yes, I have it right here. I have it right here. Why couldn't it have been that one? Right? Oh, that's okay. That's okay. All right. It just shows me that I'm gonna do something that people might think is crazy. I had it right here, so I'm glad you asked. Okay, let me turn it. Here we go. Can you see it? Let me take this down a notch. All right. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Let's clear this. Let's ask for all the negative energy, all the toxic energy, all that energy that's coming from those patrollers, right? All the haters. We ask that it all be sucked into here. This is clear quartz crystal, which is very, very powerful intention. It's the crystal that you put your intention on. It's infused with 24 karat gold, which is telling you you need to remember your worth, right? You are worthy. And so what we're going to do is we're going to ask that anything negative from ourselves, our thoughts, our feelings, the energy gets pulled into here and gets pushed out the sides. You can feel it moving out with the vibration. It's going to form like a vacuum. Suck it down and then push it out. And as it goes out, it returns to pure white light. And the vibration, remember, what I was going to do is I'm pulling in all the good too. What we ask is we ask that it be filled with pure, unconditional, healing, loving energy from our Father, Mother. That goes into the center too. So when it goes vibrating out, that frequency that I send out, remember that force field that goes out? That's unconditional, healing, loving energy that comes from me. So I'm going to take their crap and I'm going to send love out. We're going to transmute it. We're going to transmute all of their crap into positive light energy because we don't want to send any of that toxic energy out. So that's our intention. That's my intention. You guys can have your own intention. That's my intention. Okay, here we go. Oh, that's so weird. Why did it stop? Wow. That last one was gnarly. Did you feel that? That last one? I asked, why did that happen? Why did that get knocked off its feet? You know what I heard? I heard it was full. It was full. So there was a lot of energy that was apparently coming at me that I was not, because I'll tell you guys now, that last vibration was the one that sent it out. That last vibration was the love going out. That was gnarly. But when it got knocked off, it was filled. And what I've been watching in my dreams is somebody's been doing sex magic with crystals. They have been doing sex magic to bind me and to bind someone else to keep us apart. I've watched them do it. I watched somebody. They're a witch. They call themselves. I don't know if it's they're working with Kabbalah. I don't know what they're doing. What I don't care. But I've seen it. I've watched it, and that got full so fast. So that's why I got those cards. That's why I got the Nebula Warrior. Spirit was saying, you need to shove that energy out. You need to vibrate that out. It was here. It was here more than I realized it was here. Wow. That's incredible. It got knocked off. Like knocked off. And just completely stopped vibrating. I'm going to get a message about that later. Wow. So I just saw somebody, Sally Mohammed. Hello, first time here. Welcome. We just did today's reading, and then we just did a reading for other people. If you would like, I could do a reading for you. If you don't say yes in 2 minutes, I'm going to wrap it up. That was, that was really strange for me because I'm feeling that last vibration that went out in my solar plexus big time. That hasn't happened before. Yeah, that last bang was amazing. Okay, cool. We have, which deck do you want us to use? Divine Circus, I heard. I think I already put it away. Let's see. Where is it? So oh my God, somebody just got knocked off their feet. I just got the message. Somebody is saying, I need somebody now. I need somebody now. I need somebody now. I got knocked off my feet. Somebody, it's connected to me. That's what it was. And that's why that last vibration, that was the love that went out. They needed all of it. They needed all of that love. Somebody got knocked off their feet. So, wow. Where are my cards? Oh. They're behind me. What did I hear? Divine Circus? Wow. I got knocked off my feet. Wow. I need somebody now. Somebody's saying, I never had much faith in love or miracles. Never wanted to put my heart on the line. I feel like I've been locked out of heaven. I got knocked off my feet. I feel you something spiritual. That's interesting. I love that singing bowl. I know, it's amazing. Okay, Sally, your message is coming from the Divine Circus Oracle. And what we're asking is, what is the message that you need to hear this week? Pay attention to, focus on, look forward to happening, see coming. And it's going to be a message that's going to actually affect most people, right? There's going to be a message that everybody can get in it, but it's specifically for you. So hold it close to your chest. Pay attention to it. It matters. It means something. Sally. Wow, this has come up. This is interesting. The Brilliant Virgin. The number is 5. And the number 5 represents that there may be arguments, misunderstandings, competition, difficulties, upset. And because of that, there's a need for change. Right? The clash of beliefs, whatever. There needs to be a change, and because of that there is a change that's being engendered by spirit, and it's for the better. Okay, so that's what the number 5 represents, and it's talking about, so if you're a virgin, you're innocent, right? You're untouched. So in the world, everybody has expectations of everybody, right? Judgments. Everybody has an opinion, right? Everybody has an idea. Everybody thinks they have the answer. Everybody has an idea how they think things should be done. And a lot of people think that their way is that way or the highway, right? And right now Spirit says that we want you to let go of comparing yourself to anyone else. We want you to let go of trying to measure up to someone else's standards, to what someone else's body looks like, how successful somebody is, how many degrees that they hold. You don't. You only had a high school education and their university. There's no comparison. This is one thing I love to say. I say it all the time, and it's made my personal self very strong. I have zero competition. None. There is no one like me on this planet. I was made very, very unique, and because of that, I have no competition. If someone else is chosen for something, it's because that wasn't in my highest good. There is no competition. You have zero competition. You don't need to compare yourself or measure up to anybody else or what anybody else thinks. And what matters to you is important. That's important. What matters to you, not what matters to your dad or your mom or your brother or your lover or your best friend or your preacher. It's what your truth is. What do you feel? Because everybody, just because I feel this way doesn't mean that my brother feels that way, but it's my truth. It's truth for me. So it's valid. It's valid for me. And so you're being told to hold on to that and be bold. You're being told to trust what you see in your own heart, what you feel, what you believe, what you pick up, right? Like when I get a song and I'm doing a reading or I get an impression about something, I trust that, even though maybe the deck is talking about something different. This is somebody who's innocent in maybe the ways of the world. Maybe this is somebody who's lived a sheltered life, right? Maybe this is somebody who's actually an incredible business person, but has spent so much time working on their business that they've never really spent much time in relationship. Or maybe they've never allowed themselves to. They could be freaking 45 years old and a virgin, right? You can be a virgin to something in the world that other people have experienced maybe since they were a teenager, but you haven't. It's new to you. And actually, it's a really cool place to be. Innocence is a beautiful thing, right? I wish that I could unlearn some things. I wish I could unsee some of the things I've watched in my dreams because it took my innocence. So this is about brilliance. This is about trusting what you get, trusting what you see, especially if it's different than other people. Song right now is you need to just keep breathing. You need to breathe. You need to breathe. It's like somebody's overwhelmed. I need to keep breathing. I just need to breathe. This is about keeping the dream inside of you alive, strong enough in order for you to manifest it into reality. Not keeping inside of yourself what rings true for you, what's important to you. This is about staying true to you, staying true to your course, even if somebody thinks that you're not experienced in that and you don't know what the hell you're talking about. How would you know? You've never done that. It's like, I used to read, I was an avid reader growing up, right? My mother was, my grandmother was, my uncle was, we were quite poor when I was a little girl, and we read all the time. And I was fascinated with England. I was always fascinated, and I always read stories about England. And we would drive places or see a picture, and I would say, oh my God, that looks just like England. And my brother would say, oh yeah, and you know because you've been there, right? I did know. And when I got there, it was exactly what I thought it was. But I'd never been there, so how would I know that? But you know something. Sometimes we have an inner knowing about something, and you can't explain why you know it, but you just know it. Believe it and trust it, even if people think that it's ridiculous. Trust it enough to bring it to light. There's sometimes that you need to trust in your own guidance over everything, even if it's completely illogical, because in spirit, there is no logic. It's not logical. You can't explain spirit logically. It's spiritual. It's otherworldly. It's not something that finite mind can understand. So you have to put value and worth and time and commitment into what you trust and what you believe. And if you feel or believe that someone or something is good and others think that they're not or it isn't, you have to trust yourself. This is a cool thing. I like this. I like this because I'm one of those people. I had a friend that was accused of molesting someone, and Spirit told me straight out, loud, audio message, it was not the truth. It was a lie. That never happened. And everyone turned on him. All of his friends, everyone turned on him, and I spoke. And everyone turned on me, and I knew they would. I like doing shit like that. So this is about that kind of a situation. If you believe in someone, if you trust someone, even if it looks really, really bad, and they come to you and they explain to you something, and you trust in your heart what you're getting, that I know this, you trust it. They're telling you to trust this. Do not be swayed by someone else. Do not be swayed by another's opinion. You know. I'm sad because someone told my twin something about me that was a lie. He should know me better. He should know me better. He should trust what his heart said, because I was told things about him too. And I was shown really horrible things. And yet Spirit said to me, he's innocent. He's innocent. No one else would have believed it. It looks really bad, but you need to trust what your heart is telling you. Because you may find something, or something may come to you in a way that other people don't understand, right? It could be something else. It could be that you have an idea, a creative idea, a dream, a vision of something that you believe can be successful, and everyone thinks you're a nut. But this is about not being afraid of what everybody else thinks. This is about following your dream, believing in what your soul is telling you, even if it seems unrealistic. Spirit says that we should always expect more. Reach for the moon. At the very least, you land amongst the stars, right? My mother used to say to me, it was interesting. My mother always was more material, right? She wanted me to be taken care of. She wanted me to be treated like a little princess. And I fell in love with somebody who was poor. He didn't have much money, but he had character, and he was brilliant, and I had so much faith in him, right? And my mom said, "Why don't you shoot for the bottom, Sherry? Why don't you shoot for the bottom? It's just as you can fall in love with a rich man just as easily as you can fall in love with a poor man. Why are you doing this?" And I thought it was sad that she thought that he was poor. He was actually very wealthy. He was very intelligent, very talented. He had a lot of depth and honor to him. He was my son's father. And she chased him away, and we got divorced. He was gone. My son wasn't raised by him. And the reason that they chased him away was because they felt he wasn't good enough for me, that he wasn't going to be a good enough father for my child. And he ended up raising his next wife's child. She pretended it was his. It wasn't. He found out years later it wasn't even his child. But that man was the best father to those two children an incredible father. And the man that my parents chose for me, that I went on to marry, that my family in the church chose for me, beat me and was abusive for 10 years. But I knew other people may value something in a way that you don't. That's just an example. So you're not to allow yourself to be afraid. You're not to allow yourself to be fearful. You're not to allow yourself to allow others to water down what you want, what you believe, what you feel, what you think about yourself, your abilities, what you want to bring into existence, or your belief in someone else. I don't care what anybody thinks. I know what my heart says, and I'll follow what my heart says. Spirit says, we want your originality. There's something about you that's extremely special and unique. And Spirit says, this is your gift, and please don't allow anyone to water that down. Please have the courage to be who you are, because the world needs you. And they're telling you that they literally want you to pray for courage. There's some reason that you need courage and belief in self. So I'm glad that you came and joined us here, because this is a very strong wall of very, very powerful people connected to Spirit. And we're all connected to Spirit, and that's your message. I think that's a freaking awesome message. I like that. Thank you for bringing that one out. Yeah, they were cool. Song right now is the most amazing song ever. It's my theme song, and it's a song for everyone that has a tough message or something expected of them or going through a difficult time. And it's called You Say. You say that I'm strong when I believe that I am weak. When I feel I don't belong, you say that I am yours. This is somebody talking to their father. This is somebody talking to their lover. This is somebody talking, they don't feel that way about themselves, but they're talking to God, and they're saying, God, you have everything. And he didn't make anything broken. He didn't make anything flawed. Right? Listen to this song. Look at the lyrics and listen to the song. You're very welcome. Thank you for coming. Okay, you guys, I'm going to go. I've got a headache. I'm thirsty. I'm hungry. And I got to go. Thank you, Gina, for being my secretary. I don't know where Sandy is. She's going to be mad. She's probably dancing. But thank you for coming, you guys. It was fun. I needed it. There's a moth at my window. There's a moth at my window. There's a moth. Like a moth to the flame, I fell in love with a woman with another man's name. A moth is coming to the light. Interesting. Mothman. I got to look that up. There's a message in that. Moth totem. You're welcome. Okay, you guys. I love you. I talk to you later. Namaste. Bye.